And now please welcome his opponent as he makes his way to the ring out of the red corner from Kapopoli, Hawaii. Here is Jordan Haole Panthen.
So Arturo Manriquez Perez in the ring already. Jordan Panthen making his way there now. And Doug, you and I have been talking about this man. Very, very intrigued by this debut, right? Had some early setbacks as an amateur, took some time off, came back, and just steamrolled the latter stages of his amateur career. Picked up a national championship, picked up a Golden Gloves championship, and here he is making his pro debut. But I think a guy that looks pretty seasoned in his debut.
He does. He looks rough and rugged. You wouldn't think this is his pro debut. He looks like he's got 20 professional bouts under his belt. He doesn't fight like an amateur. He's very physical, very aggressive, hard pressure. He attacks the body. I think it's going to be a seamless transition from the amateur ranks to the professional ranks. But you're right. He had, a few setbacks as an amateur, but his last loss as an amateur was in 2014. 2020, he's a U.S. national champion. 2021, national Golden Gloves champion.
Pretty incredible. We'll see if he can prove victorious in his debut.
Once again, a good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live on UFC Fight Pass from the Quiet Canyon in Montebello, California. Tom Loeffler's 360 Promotions is proud to present Hollywood Fight Nights. Sponsored by Howler Head Whiskey, Hustler Casino, Storage Blue, Jackson Fight Gear, and the World Poker Tour. We begin tonight's event with the first bout of the evening, scheduled for 4 rounds of action in the super middleweight division. At ringside, your 3 judges for the bout, should it go the distance, are Rudy Barragan, Zach Young, and Sergio Cais. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Eddie Hernandez Sr. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting on the blue corner. He stepped to the ring tonight with the red trunks with black. When he stepped onto the scale, he weighed in officially at 167 pounds even. As a professional, his record stands 2 victories against 1 defeat with 2 bouts even. One of those victories coming to you by way of KO. Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, please welcome Arturo Manriquez Perez. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the ring out of the red corner. He steps to the ring tonight where the colors of the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, he stepped onto the scale. He weighed in officially at 167.4 pounds. Tonight, he makes his professional debut. Joining us from Kapolei, Hawaii, here is the 2021 Golden Gloves champion, the USA boxing champion. Put your hands together and welcome Jordan Haole Panthen. Once again, your referee in charge, Eddie Hernandez, give the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, I've been over the rules with your goals, your professionals. I expect you to conduct yourself as such. Test gloves, good luck.
All right, first bout of the night. 4 rounds scheduled if necessary. Jordan Panthen, the American flag trunks. Arturo Manriquez Perez in the red. It is Panthen making his professional debut tonight. Hoping to make a splash after a scintillating finish to his amateur run. Right away out quickly with the jab, aggressive early. See Perez on the outside. And as we said, Doug, just seasoned for a debut. Looks incredibly calm early.
Yeah, he's not rushing himself. I actually expected him to come out guns blazing, although with good technique and defensively responsible. But he's taking his time. He's firing his jab, just getting his range. And now he's tapping the body a little bit.
Yeah, early jabs down the middle, a couple digs to the body as well. Nice work early from Panthen.
Yeah, Perez is an inch taller, but he's coming up from lighter weight classes, and you can see it on his body.
Nice left to the body there as well, then back upstairs. Panthen changing levels and finding some success. There's that aggression you were looking for, Doug.
Didn't take long.
Oh, and he dropped him there. Perez takes a knee. Big body shot once again.
Oh, spat the mouthpiece out. He's not getting up.
That's it. Early finish for Jordan Panthen. We said we wanted to see if we'd impress in his debut. Consider me impressed.
I don't think he broke a sweat. He's not breathing hard, but not unexpected, given his amateur, not just his amateur pedigree, but his style and his mentality. When you talk to him, you could tell he's a hard man.
Abel Sanchez, we didn't see a lot of Jordan Panthen tonight, but what we did see had to impress.
He was impressive. What impressed me was his patience at the beginning. I thought he was going to come out a lot harder, and he took his time. Nice jab to the body, lowered the hands, caught him with a couple of shots, and that uppercut, little right uppercut, put him down. But I think it was a great fight.
Take a look at the replay of that knockdown. Doug, you can walk us through what you see here.
All right, he's getting in range. Jab, right uppercut, left to the body. Let's watch it from a different angle. He feints, right uppercut, left to the body, which looked partially blocked by the elbow. But Perez had enough.
Yeah, it's funny. Initially, I thought that body shot was the one that put him down, but that uppercut was really the one that hit. The body shot never really got there. But how impressive is that when you can get praise for both taking your time and finishing a fight in about a minute and a half? I mean, that's best of both worlds right there.
Well, that's a good fight for him. It's a good fight to get the jitters out, to get that pro debut out of the way. That shot was a nice shot. It actually was kind of a short uppercut. It caught the kid on the tip of the nose. So it's good for this young man to be successful after all of the troubles and situations that he had in the past as far as the early losses. But it looks like he's very dedicated. It looks like he's going to go a long way.
I agree. We were excited about the debut, and I think you see why. Let's take it up to our man Sonny Franco to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute, 16 seconds of the very first round. Referee Eddie Hernandez Sr. puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout, Jordan the Haole Panthen.
You can't get it started much better than that in your professional career, can you? Came out, established the jab early. That right uppercut down the middle dropped him, and he got it done in the opening round. And respect between the two athletes, but that's a phenomenal performance of Jordan Panthen. We've been hearing a lot about his promise, about what he did.
I've heard about him for months from Brian Valoria, even before Brian Valoria, the former two-division, three-time champion. I think maybe a borderline Hall of Famer, but Valoria doesn't rave about a lot of amateurs, but he was raving about this kid who he'd heard about because the kid, boxes out of Hawaii. And even before he trained him, he said, I think this guy's going to be special as a professional.
Sure looked the part tonight. Hopefully we get to see him back here at Hollywood Fight Nest as we watch some of this again. Just great highlights here, and it was that uppercut.
Yes, you're right. Abel, you're right. It's the uppercut that ended this fight. Watching it again from that angle, you see that it landed flush.
Perez dropped to a knee, and that was all. He didn't need any more tonight.
The left to the body was just a cherry on top. That was just some dressing.
But I guess, the fact that he was throwing it, I mean, he was following up with the combination. That's great to see, again, from somebody in their debut.
That's what he should do.
That's good training. That's Brian Valoria.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.